Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is June 19th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a major false flag or an act of war by the Islamic Republic of Iran in the United States on June 19th of 2025, or in Israel, the Mediterranean, or Greater Europe on the morning of June 20th of 2025, specifically to trigger World War III. So exactly what type of attack or terror event is planned is not known, but it will predictably be CBRN in nature. That's chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear in nature, and is specifically designed to spawn a second global biological pandemic and or trigger World War III. This is I don't know, the fifth or sixth video that I've published since the onset of the Israel-Iran war back on June 13th, and so I've highlighted numerous scenarios. The one that is blinking red at the moment is that the CIA is planning to stage a Stuxnet, that's the alleged nuclear reactor-based cyber attack targeting U.S. and or Israeli nuclear reactors, nuclear power stations, electrical grids, and or power grids on the evening of June 19th in the United States and or the morning of June 20th, 2025 in Israel or Europe, specifically to trigger the meltdown of one or more nuclear reactors as pretext for a mass evacuation event, a radio contamination event, and of course World War III. Other scenarios include, but are not limited to, a full-scale Iranian attack or invasion of Israel. This is going to be thousands of troops and thousands of sorties being flown by Iranian Air Force, or vice versa, a full-scale Israeli attack or invasion of Iran on the morning of June 20th, 2025, specifically to trigger World War III, because essentially if Israel attacks Iran, then Russia, China, Pakistan, North Korea, etc., may come in on the side of Iran, and then if Iran attacks Israel, then of course the United States and NATO will be on that side, and that's exactly what the CIA wants to do, is trigger World War III. So I am going to state for the record, for the public record, that a declaration of war will be declared on the date of June 20th of 2025 as pretext for World War III. There's also the high likelihood that the CIA is going to stage a Iranian or Iranian-backed Islamic terror group based, such as Al-Qaeda or ISIS-based 9/11 style nuclear terror attacks targeting Israel, Europe, and or the United States on the night of June 19th, 2025, or the morning of June 20th of 2025 as pretext for World War III. There's also the realistic possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of atomic hydrogen nuclear related bombing event that's going to be blamed on Iran. So basically what they're going to do is blow something up and then claim that it was an atomic bomb, a hydrogen bomb, or a nuclear bomb, and that Iran is responsible, and this is designed to take the world to World War III. If you've been following the news coming out of the United States and globally, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as well as other Zionist operatives in the media, have been continually floating the notion that Iran is trying to assassinate Donald J. Trump. This is designed to get to bait, to goat, to trick Donald J. Trump into basically authorizing the U.S. attack and invasion of Iran. So basically they're floating it out there for two reasons: to get him to bite and to attack Iran, and to foreshadow the notion that the Israeli Mossad is going to take out Donald J. Trump on the night of June 19th of 2025 or the morning of June 20th of 2025. And so they're going to blame Iran for this. It's going to be Israel that does it because they have J.D. Vance waiting in the wings. He will be sworn in as the 48th president of the United States because he is designed to back Israel, who was created in 1948 for an attack and invasion of Iran designed to trigger World War III. So J.D. Vance will be sworn in on the day of June 20th of 2025 as the 48th president of the United States. You can mark it down. Also, there's a possibility that in lieu of this war that's ongoing, if the United States is refusing, if Donald J. Trump is refusing to attack Iran, that they will stage a false flag by Russia, Pakistan, or another Arab actor in the region, such as Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, etc., to basically goad the United States into defending Israel. So they would basically dress up one or more F-16s, F-18 Phantoms, F-15 Eagles, what have you, whatever they have in their Air Force, and then attack Israel and then claim that they sucker punched Israel while engaged with Iran, designed to draw the United States into war. So this next 24 hours is hyper critical. And there's also the possibility that the CIA will stage a false flag elsewhere, such as another oil-rich country, such as Venezuela, or another country in the Middle East. There's also the possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of Iranian-like hostage crisis type scenario. So we saw this multiple times with the embassy in London, with the U.S. embassy in Tehran. What they do is they basically have Mossad members dressed in black masks go in and then claim to be Iranians, and then they will stage a prolonged hostage crisis similar to the one that's ongoing in the aftermath of the October 7th attacks, to basically force Trump's hand into attacking Iran. There's also the realistic possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of USS Liberty related event. This is where the Israeli Air Force attacked the U.S. Liberty for, I believe, a couple hours, attempting to sink it while it was sailing off the Sinai Peninsula in the Mediterranean Sea. So the Israeli Air Force has a history, the Israeli Mossad has a history of attacking America and British troops when necessary in order to further their political agenda, and this appears to be happening on the night of June 19th or the date of June 20th of 2025. There's also the realistic possibility that the CIA will stage some sort of mass poisoning event, possibly in Washington, D.C. This could be a bio attack, this could be a dirty bomb that would be blamed on Iran as pretext for World War III. Lastly, there's a realistic possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of false flag targeting U.S. troops. Donald J. Trump has repeatedly stated over the last 24 to 48 hours that Iran has not attacked any U.S. troops, so he cannot willingly engage at this point with them. As of today, June 19th, he gave Iran 2 more weeks to basically come to the table and to reach a nuclear agreement. And so some sort of false flag, this is going to be the Mossad, the Israeli Navy, the IDF, they're going to take out a number of U.S. troops, ships, planes, etc., and then claim that Iran did it. So this may be a shoot-down event of an American plane. This may be an attack on a U.S. ship, an attack on a U.S. base, a mass poisoning event targeting U.S. troops. This could be an attack on a U.S. embassy, a U.S. consulate, or some other United States-related entity, such as possibly even civilian, such as a cruise ship or a cruise port or a tourist location. But they're going to stage some sort of massacre in the next 24 hours to basically bait Donald J. Trump into attacking Iran. So when is this going to happen is obviously not known, but it's most likely, 99% likely to happen between the 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time window on the night of June 19th and the morning of June 20th. So this is coincidentally when the 6th game of the NBA Finals is transpiring. It's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis, Indiana on the evening of June 19th. So from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 o'clock a.m., they will be playing this game, and this is when the world is going to be watching. There's also Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever is watching, drawing millions of viewers, and then there's coincidentally UEFA football games in the United States, which is drawing in a European audience. There's also FIFA games going on, so there's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 huge sporting events along with Major League Baseball that are going to be transpiring at the same time between the 9 o'clock and 12 a.m. window. And so this attack, this false flag that I've been highlighting, is going to happen more than likely during this window. So basically, in the next in this 3 hour window. And so, lastly, I just want to highlight the numerology. The number 619 numerically equates to FI or FS. So this is the 6th month is the letter F, and then the 19th day is the letter S in the English alphabet, and so this equates to FS, and this is reflective of the Swiss CIA. So in Switzerland, the CIA is called the Federal Intelligence Service, the FIS, and so this is consonantly speaking is the same. And then the date of 620 is FT, but it's also 62, and 62 is 26, and 26 equates to letter Z, and Z is an acronym for Zionism, and this is because the Zionism is the political motivation behind this impending event that is specifically designed to trigger World War III. So just to recap, some sort of major false flag event, act of war, declaration of war is going to be called, it's going to transpire somewhere in the world, most likely in the United States, Israel and or Europe or Iran, and this is going to trigger World War III. So obviously if that happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international outlets. Last but not least, if the CIA is unable to assassinate Donald J. Trump on the night of June 19th of 2025 or the morning of June 20th of 2025, they will predictably arrest him and frame him for crimes he did not commit on the date of June 20th. They tried this scenario yesterday, or this morning, in the aftermath of receiving this $400 million Boeing 747 as a gift from the country of Qatar back on May 21st. And so they are going to likely come up with some other reason to arrest him, because he is, as of today, he just gave Iran another 14 days to basically to negotiate some sort of a truce to basically stay this impending war. And so the CIA is absolutely desperate to remove him from the equation. And as I said earlier in this video, one J.D. Vance, who I believe is a Skull and Bones member from Yale, is going to replace Donald J. Trump as the President of the United States on the date of June 20th. So obviously if that happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it, as I previously mentioned. Obviously praying for a peaceful next 24 hours. Peace.